Everyone, I am here with this back to school look for you today. This is all drugstore products with the exception of one thing, but I did list an alternative that you could use. It's a really easy, quick look. Of course, there's steps that you can skip to make it more custom to how old you are and what the occasion is, whether you're going into like junior high, college, or it's a work look. It's very simple, very easy, and I think all of you can do it, and it's all using drugstore products with the exception of one, which, like I said before, I will show you an alternative for that. So if you want to see how I created this look, then stay tuned. So I'm going to take my NYX Pore Filler, and this is a great dupe for the Benefit Porefessional. And what this is going to do is just fill in your pores and just make your skin look really flawless. It's kind of like a flesh tone color, and you just place it wherever you have visible pores. So for me, that's like right around my nose area. This helps to fill it in and make it look really flawless. And then next, I'm going to take the Shine Killer from NYX as well. And this is great if you are using like a tinted moisturizer or a foundation that's not geared towards staying matte or being long wearing, because this is going to help keep you matte and not shiny throughout the day. Because usually with school, you're there for a long time and running back and forth to your classes, and it is still pretty warm out, at least here where I live. It's about 104 outside, so definitely nice to have something that's going to help keep. Today I'm going to use the MAC Tinted Moisturizer. Sonia Kashuk also has one, which I would have used, but I don't have it, so you can go ahead and substitute for a tinted moisturizer, or you can use one of the drugstore BB creams, or feel free to use your foundation. This is the only non-drugstore product that I'll be using. I just didn't want to put foundation on my face, but of course you can. Usually I would, but I'm trying to keep it more towards school appropriate. So I would probably wear foundation in school, but anyways, this is also geared towards the younger crowd. So I just have some. I'm just going to use my fingers to apply it. This is in the shade Light. I don't really tend to wear tinted moisturizers very often, but they are a great alternative if you want something with light coverage, you don't want something heavy, you want your skin to breathe, and you want your skin to look your skin to show through. So this is a great option. Of course, if it were me, I would probably be wearing a foundation, but that's just because I like the look that foundation gives, and it's just something that I'm used to. But a lot of you, I know, have expressed that you don't like foundation. It's too heavy, especially when it's hot out. So now that we have that blended, we're going to get a little bit of concealer. The concealer I'm going to be using is the Mineral Power from Maybelline, and the color I have it in is Fair, and I'm just going to dab that right under my eyes, and then I have a small blemish right there, or discoloration. So again, I'm just going to use my fingers and blend that in. And I'm going to try to avoid looking up as much as possible. I just want to make sure that I'm in focus and that the camera is still filming, but my mirror is right here, so if I'm looking down, that would be why. Okay, then I'm going to take a little under eye brightener. This step is optional. This is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch, and it is a pink tone. It's also in the shade Radiant. So if you want kind of like that brightening effect, you're going to want to make sure you get Radiant. I'm just going to apply this right under our eyes. Make sure you get in that inner corner, because that could be an area that gets dark sometimes. Okay, and I just kind of apply it in a triangle shape here. And then blend that in with your finger. Then to set that, go ahead and get any powder of your choice. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm not sure if this is discontinued or not. I had a heck of a time finding it, but there are so many great powders. Another one is the Maybelline Dream Matte. And I just have this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. Swirl it into the product, and then you're just going to sweep this all over your face. This step is completely optional. Again, it's going to depend on how old you are, and if you're using this for a work look or back to school look. If you're in high school, middle school, college, it just depends. This is the Revlon Photo Ready bronzer, and I'm going to do a little bit of light contouring. This is a large angled contour brush, the F40 from Sigma, and I'm just going to swirl it in there, tap off the excess, and just kind of contour my cheekbones a little bit, and kind of bronze up my face so that it's not so one-dimensional and so flat from applying the foundation or the tinted moisturizer. And then once you have that, we're going to go to blush. I'm going to start off with the Dream Bouncy blush. This one is in Peach Satin. And I'm going to take this Real Technique brush, buffing brush, kind of dip it into the product here. And we're just going to kind of stipple that onto our cheeks. And this is just going to give just a nice little flush of color. And the nice thing is applying the cream and then the powder is just going to really lock that color in on your cheeks, so it's less likely to kind of wear off throughout the day. The blush I'll be using is the L'Oreal True Match blush, and this is in C34 Tender Rose. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this color. The brush that I'll be using is just the Sigma brush. It's the large angled contour brush. And I'm just going to sweep that on my cheeks. And I like this color because it's kind of like a soft mauve-y pink. And then if you just want to take your kabuki brush again, and we're just going to blend all of that in so that there's no harsh lines. Okay. It should look something like that. Next, we're going to take the NYX eyeshadow base, and this is in, I think, just the skin tone. Yeah, skin tone. And I'm just going to use my finger and apply that all over the lid and up to the brow. This is going to conceal any discoloration on our lids, also help the color stay and last longer. Take our Color Eye Studio Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. This is one of my all-time favorites. You can use your finger. I'm going to actually use a brush. I just prefer the way this goes on with a brush a little bit better. And I'm just going to use this Sigma brush. It's a large shader brush. And it's just easier for me because my nails are a little longer to get it on my eye, just how I like it. So we're just going to apply this to the lid. And again, you could use your finger to do this. So next we're going to take our Wet n Wild Vanity palette, and we're going to go in with this brown color right here. I don't believe they have names, but just a matte brown. Any matte brown you have will work. Tap off the excess, and we're just going to run that into the crease, just to give our eye a little bit of definition. Again, you can modify this look to whatever is comfortable for you, whatever you have time for. I tend to like a little bit more makeup, so I would wake up a little earlier to do a little bit more on my makeup look, but that's completely up to you and what you want to do. Okay, then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush like this. This is another Sigma brush. It's the big fluff brush, and I'm going to go in with the matte shade right here, the matte cream shade. And these are extremely pigmented. Wet n Wild is just such a great brand of makeup for eyeshadows, and they're really, really inexpensive, and they're really highly pigmented. Just brush that and kind of bring it down a little bit. Okay. Then to add just a little bit more definition, we're going to take that same shader brush we were using and go in with the sparkly brown color right here. Tap off any excess, and we're just going to concentrate this on this outer corner. Just to kind of deepen that up a little bit. Then I'm just going to grab a clean brush, and we're just going to kind of blend this all together. Just kind of blend that dark color into the Bad to the Bronze shade that we had on our lid. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little pencil brush like this. We're going to take this creamy highlight shade, and we're going to apply that to the inner corner. And that's just really going to brighten up this inner corner area. And you're also going to take it and kind of go under your eye a little bit. Just drag it under here. So then if you lost any of that Bad to the Bronze color, you can take that, get your same brush or use your finger again, and just apply a little bit more right in the center of your lid. Since we didn't really apply any color there, Just reapply that. And these last all day long. You could even just use this on your lid if you wanted to and no other shadows. Okay, and then next for just a little bit of liner, I'm going to use this Sonia Kashuk eyeliner palette. They're all powdered eyeliners and they're really, really awesome. So I'm just going to take this and get a angled brush. This is a Sedona lace brush. They're all very inexpensive. And I'm going to, you can get it wet if you want. I'm just going to do it dry for a little bit of a softer look. And I'm going to go in with the dark brown color. And I'm just going to trace right along my upper lash line. And I'm going to need to pull my mirror up so I can see what I'm doing here. Just take it. You can even use the same brown that comes in your palette and run that along your upper lash line as well. It's kind of that reddish brown. And of course you could use a traditional liner as well. And the mascara that I'm going to be using today is the Revlon Fabulash. I have never used this before. But I needed to open up a new mascara, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to curl my lash. So as you probably noticed, I didn't apply any color to my lower lash line, which I almost always do, but I wanted to keep it really light and fresh. So I'm just going to apply my mascara. Just applied my mascara and I used the Fabulash mascara by Revlon. This is my first time using it and it's a really, really dry formula. The wand, it's kind of a unique wand. It has a lot of, it's like a spiral divots in it. And it's a very, very dry formula, but it gives you a really natural kind of flutter to your lashes. So they're not really clumpy and big and kind of like false lash looking. They're just very, very. For my lips, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Color Riche Caresse lip color in 170 Cotton Pink, and it's a really nice soft pink. Just to kind of give your lips a little bit of color. Oh, and not to forget the highlight. For my highlight, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. And I almost forgot to do my highlight. And I'm just going to use this big fan brush. This is from Sedona Lace. And I'm going to kind of concentrate in this lighter color here. And we're just going to brush that on our cheekbones just to kind of give a little bit of a glow. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a really easy look that you can do for back to school, if you're in junior high, high school, college, a work look. It doesn't take much time, and of course there's steps that you can skip depending on your comfort level, how much time you have, also if you are in like junior high versus college. So I think it's a very like natural look, but it still has a little bit of, I think it's a really natural look in my opinion compared to what I usually wear. Your skin is still showing through, the eyes are still pretty light. Of course you could skip the darkening of the outer corner, that's just something I personally like to do, but with the soft liner, the no liner on your bottom lash, I think it's just a really easy and fun look that you could do for school. So I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye!